Hey guys! Welcome to our first ever podcast, Beyond the Surface, and in this episode, we're going to be talking about age ain't nothing but a number.
We also will be talking about lifestyle changes, mental health, and just social media in this generation.
Please make sure you guys go and follow us on our social medias, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and check out our website. It's pretty cool at www.FYLSinc.org.
And let's get into the video.
Enjoy.
What's up, y'all? I'm Gabby, and on today's first episode, Age Ain't Nothing But a Number, I will be speaking with Malachi Alexander, the founder of FYLS Incorporated. What's up, Malachi?
Hey, Gabby, how are you?
So the first question I'm going to ask you is, what made you want to create the organization?
Honestly, I just wanted to impact the community that I was a part of at the time. I used to stay in the Densville area, so right near the high school I went to, in Richland Northeast High School. I wanted to do something outside of school. I wanted to be different, and I wanted to impact the lives of my friends in our neighborhood. So that's exactly why we started FLS today.
And did, from where you are, for where the organization is today, how did we really get to where we are today?
Oh, that's a good question. Like I said, it all started from that neighborhood. It started with just three of us. Zykeas, Drake's, I can't remember the other guy's name, Gunny Gonzalez, I think that's what his name was. It was just us three, and then, as you continue to do things, people will join in, and so that's kind of what happened.
So it just grew.
It kind of just grew from there, but it actually started off just being neighborhood friends, and then my cousins kind of got involved. But originally, it was all just, we were playing church in my backyard, and so it started from that. That idea of just doing that.
And you never really just took you serious until...
No, it wasn't serious until my mom and other people was like, you guys need to start doing this as something serious. So we actually had a meeting in my living room, and that's where we changed the name to Future Youth Leaders Society Incorporated. We still wasn't legalized yet, but then after I'll say my sophomore year of high school, it kind of just went downhill. We stopped doing everything. And so the vision came back actually during, I guess, right before or after COVID. Right before COVID happened, in December of 2020. The idea came back to me to start it up again. Mm-hmm. So I asked some of our founding members like Ebony Christie, Lala Edmonds, Kennedy Perry, Kennedy Mitchell, Erica Jenkins, and so many others, Yamaya Roach, Kamaya, who's still currently in our organization. There's a good bit of those individuals who are still a part of us. I asked them would they be interested in helping me start this journey, and so they joined. We were legalized in December. It was December 4th, 2020, and it's just been an ongoing journey of building, a lot of changes, a lot of revamping.
Yeah, it sounds like y'all are really just, we are really just evolving. So that's good to hear. Yeah. So the next question I really want to ask you is why does our youth matter in this generation and younger? Why do you think we matter?
Yeah, that's a good point. It's kind of a cliche saying, but a lot of times people say it all the time, but it's true because we are the future. We're the next people to come up and take over all the different things that are happening in our country, in our world, and in our surroundings. And so at some point, our parents will be old, and they have to stop doing what they're doing, and then we have to assume that position of leadership. It's going to happen in our churches. It's going to happen in our government. It's going to happen where we work at. People. It's just a natural chain reaction, mm-hmm. And so we matter because we're the next ones to lead everything that's coming into place. Yeah.
Absolutely. And what do you think youth right now are facing? What big troubles do you think they're facing right now?
Trying to find themselves. I think that's a big struggle a lot of us face. Even I still kind of face that struggle, trying to find who I am and what I am. Yeah. But also there's a lot of just mental disparities that just everyone's facing. Not even the young people though. A lot of
older people.
Older people are everyone's facing the mental health issues of not taking care of themselves, but also focusing on their mentality or everything that's dealing with the mind and stuff like that. And so we definitely see that a lot in younger people than older people, but it's almost like it's starting to balance out. Everybody's starting to face the same problems. So that's just a few the only two things that I've seen that are really big. Oh no, and also people trying to emulate other people. Like TikTok has become
social media.
The social media period, has just become a place where we try to emulate what someone else has done and not be original, not be our own self. And so I guess it all kind of ties in together with those three things. Yeah.
So like you said before, you mentioned like how you changed the name when you first started and stuff like that. So you think like you would never want to make any changes, like not necessarily changes because it's already set in stone, but would you want to make any changes like a year from now or 2 years from now?
Like the name of the organization?
Yeah, like the organization as a whole. Like, would you want to make any drastic changes?
Oh, yeah. So a big goal of mine eventually is for us to actually have a building. We do a lot of our stuff online, or we use other people's buildings. And a big shout out to the Methodist Student Network here at USC. They allowing us to use this space today. So eventually I want us to have our own space to where we can do this podcast, so we can house all of our outreach projects, so we can house just different things offered free to the community. So that's one big change of how we're operating. We operate a lot in a virtual setting, and some space use that's owned by other people. So eventually I want us to have our own area, our own thing, to where we can call it truly our own, for us to do the things we want to do.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
So another thing I would like to ask you is, what is one thing that you would want to tell any young person that's trying to go into the footsteps that you're going in now and trying to basically do the same thing that you're doing? What advice would you give them?
Yeah. That's a good question. Just be your true, authentic self. Like, just be who you are. Like I said, there's no need to emulate other people's gifts, or even emulate other people's anointing, things that they're called to do. Just be your true, authentic self, because there is something that's there that's just for you. So I don't, like, for example, I was struggling because I was like, well, everybody else is doing kind of similar to what I'm doing. So I was, at an instance, I was trying to emulate what they were doing.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, no, I can't do that. I have to be who I am and what God has given me and the vision I have. And let's run with our vision. The next thing kind of ties into what I just said. Writing a vision out and sticking to it. You know, everything else may change in the world, but your foundations stay the same. Right? So that means whatever you laid out and you consider it your foundation, your starting point, your vision, your goal, your mission, keep that always the same and don't change it for nobody or for no one, because eventually people will see that your vision is necessary. It's no longer a want, it's a necessity to their life. And so you just have to just be original. And a lot of prayer. A lot of prayer has to be taken into account of doing this type of work.
Yeah. I absolutely agree, because I come from me, I'm young myself, I'm 16, like that has really like helped me, like writing stuff out and just like praying. It could be about anything, just letting out whatever I need to say, and it's gonna come. Whatever it is, it's gonna come.
In due time. Patience is key. Yeah.
Absolutely. So how can more younger people get involved with the organization? Like, what are some ways that, because I know from how other people have drawn, like your meetings and, you know, seeing flyers and stuff like that, what do you think is the best way for people to try to join?
Go to the website. The website it has everything that you can possibly ask in the website. It has our education fund. It has our outreach, all the outreaching projects we've done. It has a why join page. And under that why join, it tells you our 3 foundational pillars, which is outreach, mentorship, and leadership. And it also has just some key incentives that you get from being a part of the organization. So I would direct them to the website, or even just looking at our social media platforms, or just reach out to someone that's already a part of the organization and hear their experiences. One of the reasons why we're doing the podcast is so people can hear our experiences outside of the organization, but also inside the organization. So different things that we go through, they can hear it.
And our opinions.
And your opinions, right. And hopefully that could be a light or a beacon that people gravitate towards to join our organization. So it's not always just serious. We do have a good time. And what we do, like the cut up and do things like that. And so it's not always just a serious moments. We have a lot of laughter. We have a lot of fun. Like exactly planning this was pretty fun. Also stressful, but pretty fun at the same time. So we definitely balance it out with everything that we do. So if you are interested, go to our website, click Why Join, or go to the Why Join tab, and definitely please, we are looking for more people.
All right. Well, that's actually all the questions I had to ask you, and thank you for letting me interview you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. So like I said, go to our website and continue to look out for more that's to come. Like I said, we are growing. We have a lot of committed individuals who's willing to give up their time and to give up themselves, right, for the vision that we have established. So if you're looking for something to do, make friends, want to become better, learn, join our organization.
Yourself, especially.
Yeah. Join
And
our
we lit.
All right, y'all have a good day.
Okay, guys, if you enjoyed the first episode of Beyond the Surface,
where we had a chance to learn more about our founder and all the things he's doing related to the Future Youth Leaders Society Incorporated, please follow us on our socials on Instagram, TikTok, and of course visit our website at www.FYLSinc.org for more information.
we hope to see you next time. Bye.
Bye, guys.